Hello everyone. Come to the webinar of Unleashing B2B E-commerce using Advanced B2B Connect for WooCommerce. Introducing myself Shomitra Chakravarti. I'm a tech consultant at InSync TechFin Solutions Limited, and I have been working for WordPress for the last decade and working on WooCommerce for the past 4 to 5 years. I literally thank everyone to join this session in the moment of the COVID crisis. I wish everyone's good health and happiness. So now starting with the webinar, let's discuss the step-by-step all the features of B2B eConnect using WooCommerce. So here we'll discuss some interesting features of B2B eConnect for WooCommerce. Starting with the company. Company is the basic term which is used in B2B business. So what is a company in B2B e-commerce world? Company is an organization who buys product or services in bulk from an e-commerce store. As you know that individuals also buy products from an e-commerce store. We define that as a B2C process. What is a B2B process? In a B2B process, a company or an organization buys something in bulk from an e-commerce store. Sometimes the services or products may not be in bulk, but in general situations, an organization who buys products or services in bulk is called a company. Now, how to create a company in WooCommerce? So it's very simple. We create a company same as we create users. Now, while creating users, you define two fields. One is the customer type as B2B and some credit limit. So regarding credit limit, I'll discuss it in the later slides. But once you defined a user as a customer type as B2B, that user automatically converts to a company. It will be listed under the users with a proper tag as B2B. So now you have created a company, but once a company is created, a company generally doesn't log into an e-commerce store and place orders. It is only for the existence of the name of the business. So who places order on behalf of a company? They are the contact persons. Contact persons are an individual or a group of individuals who places order on an e-commerce store on behalf of a company. So a company may have many different contact person from around the world. Like a company may have 10 contact person from India, 10 contact persons from a different country. So all of them logs into an e-commerce store and places orders. We have many characteristics of a contact person, such as roles. Roles can be of admin and general. The admin contact person has some privileges over the general contact person. We also can set limits for a contact person. Like a contact person can have monthly limit for placing an order. He cannot place orders more than $5,000 in a month or $6,000 in a month. That you can define. And another is per order limit. A contact person will only be able to place orders above $100 per order. So we can set those limits accordingly, and those limits can be set by the admin contact person to the general contact person. An admin contact person can create other users within the same company, but generally a general contact person cannot create any other user within the same company. Now we have defined a company, we have created contact person. So here we define how to create a contact person. It's simple. Just select the company, give the username, email, password, select the role, and just click on save. So you have created a contact person with a relationship to the company. And an admin contact person can define the limits of a general contact person through the front end. Like you select the contact person and define the order limit and monthly limit for a specific contact person and click on save. So that person will be able to buy from the e-commerce store accordingly as per the limits. We have created a company, we have created a contact person. There's another feature which is very common in the field of B2B, that is private store. So what is a private store? Private store is you want to keep your store hidden from non-logged in or unauthorized users. So you can also achieve the same using an option in WooCommerce that is called enable private shop. You can on and off the private shop feature, and the shop will be invisible for non-logged in users. So this can be a very good feature for some of the clients. So coming to the next feature, credit limit. So what is a credit limit? Credit limit is something, for example, you get something in your wallet and you can use that to buy to purchase something from e-commerce. Now in B2B scenario, a payment method used in B2B e-commerce where the customer can purchase the products and pay later. So a site admin or a company e-commerce admin can allow some credits to a customer, like you can buy $10,000 of some products from their store and pay later. So in B2B scenario, generally payment happens after many orders, or you want to keep some good relationship with your customers, so you don't deserve to pay each and every customer on each and every order. You ask your customer to pay at the end of an year or of the end of a quarter, something like that, and you give the customer some balance in their account so that they can purchase the products. So in the same in the same way, we can create a credit limit in WooCommerce. Like you can enable the credit limit feature in WooCommerce from the payment options, and then that option will be enabled for the customers in the different type of payment gateway while paying for the product. So as you can see, we have many options like check payments, cash on delivery, and you will have another option called credit limit. So there is something called PO number, which is specific to some customers. So some purchase order number may be required. So that field is not mandatory, but customer can input some information and it will get reflected on the particular order. So coming to the next feature is called price list. So price list is something in which you define the base price of a product for a particular customer. For example, you have customer A and customer B, and you want to sell a product at different prices to both these customers. So that defines the price list in a B2B e-commerce world. It defines the base price. Like different products have different prices for different customers. So as defined, a defined default price for a particular product for a specific customer. So that is called price list. It's simple. Just a product is sold at rupees or at X dollar for a customer A, and it is sold in Y dollar for customer B. So how can you create a price list in WooCommerce? So you can create a price list in two ways. The first one is manual way, where you give the price list a name. You select the SKU of the product, give the price, and click on save. And the next way is using the CSV upload. You can upload thousands of products at once, and all the price list will get uploaded in the database. Now there are two options you can define the price. One is a fixed price and another is percentage. So what is a fixed price? Fixed price is you will sell the product to that customer at $300 only, or $400 or $500. You define the amount. And for percentage, you define the percentage of what the product price is. So basically, if you create the product at $100 pricing and you define is it as a 50% discount, or sorry, I cannot use the discount term here because actually it's creating the base price. You give 50% price list, so the product will be of $100 or the 50% of the amount which is defined. Now, how to assign that price list to a particular company? Just edit the company or edit the user and select the price list from the drop down. Once a price list is assigned to a company, that particular product which is defined in the price list will be reflected in the shop or in the catalog portion with the defined price for that contact person of that company. So as I said before, that company doesn't log in. So the contact person will log in as a company, and he or she will see the price which is defined. Next, coming to volume discount. Now we are gradually entering into the world of different type of pricing which you can define to make relationship with customers better. So what is volume discount? Volume discount is simple: buy this amount of units and get this much discount. So buy X unit, get Y discount. So we can define volume discount as volume discount or tier pricing lets e-commerce store owners define discounts of a product based on the number of units purchased. So it's the same like price list, just this will be calculated in the cart because you're defining the discount at unit level or tier level. Like for example, while creating a volume discount, we first select the price list because the company is associated with the price list. Now you select the product, you define the volume for which the product will be discounted. Like you buy 3, you get it at $200 unit price. You buy 5, you get it at $100 unit price, and click on save. So when the customer will buy at that specific tier, the discount will be applied for the individual units of the product. So as seen in the diagram, that two products shows different pricing in two different tiers. One is 3 and one is 5. So this generally gets reflected in the cart, not in the catalog or in the store. So this is a bonus slide actually. So how to be productive in the COVID-19 slowdown. So some of the tips which I found it very helpful. This is the time where you can, since it's a slowdown, you can just, you will get ample time to, if you are a product company, you can get ample time to do product testing, end-to-end product testing. So you will have ample time to test your product. You can fix production bugs now. So it's a time when customers are not so much active in their part, and you get a lot of time to fix bugs. You can learn a new technology. So some of the people are working from home, so people are staying at home. So just pick up one technology and learn. You can learn anything, any coding language, any feature, any product. You can learn. It's the best time to learn. You can start checking up on your client. You can ask your client if they're affected, to generate some empathy in your business, and this will be a great customer success for you. Online sessions are very helpful these days because people are generally sitting at home and they're sticking towards the online social media, YouTube, or all those social media where you can schedule your session. You can promote your product by scheduling different webinars, etc. So these are some practical things which I found it's very helpful to use during this slowdown. So moving to the next discount is called group discount. So volume discount is applicable in the cart as per tier. So group discount is allowing discount to the customer based on different customer groups. For example, you have thousands of customers, and assigning each customer a particular product, discounted product, can be tedious. So you can create different groups like gold, silver, platinum customers and assign discounts for that groups. Like you can assign the discount by editing the company or user and assigning the particular group first to that customer, and then assigning that group to the discount. As seen, you can just select the group, define the SKU, the price, then create a group discount. So this discount will be applicable to all the customers which belongs to that particular group. Moving on to the next category is called special discount. So what is a special discount? Special discount is a type of discount for a particular customer for a specific period. For a specific product valid for a specific period of time. So for example, Christmas season, you allow some particular discounts for a particular product within a specific period of time for some users. And this can be both group and individual customers. At present, you can select a customer, define the date range, and the same way select the product, give the price, and define the discount. So the next feature is multiple shipping address, which is completely absent in the basic WordPress itself or WooCommerce itself. So now you'll be able to define multiple shipping address. This is a dummy data, so please ignore the data. So now we can define multiple shipping address for WooCommerce and select those shipping address while purchasing. For example, a company has 4 contact person, and the first contact person creates 2 addresses. The second contact person creates another 2 addresses. So all the 4 addresses will be available to all the contact person while purchasing the product. So all the addresses of a company will be under the same hood for using. Next comes order approval. So what is an order approval feature? So order approval is the website admin selects an approver from a company and sets a limit of approval. For example, that approver will have to approve every order of a specified amount given by other contact person. Suppose in a company there are 5 contact person. So a site admin makes contact person 1 the approver of that company and sets a limit. Like you can, any order defined by the other contact person, any order placed by the other contact person above X amount needs an approval before the order is processed. In the admin area of the WooCommerce, you can in site admin can select a particular contact person and define the limit approval amount, and then if the other contact person places an order above the approval amount, it goes automatically to the whole status, and this needs to be approved by the approver contact person. The approver contact person has 2 options. One is approve order and another is cancel order. Now coming to the next feature is quotation. So it's simple. Quotation is just you have a desire to buy some products and you need some quotes for that purchase. You need to negotiate. So negotiation can also be done online using WooCommerce. So there is an option to add each and every product to the quotations list. For example, a customer wants to buy 5 items and he wants to buy in bulk, and the pricing at present, the discounts at present doesn't actually uh, suit to the business needs. So they can add those products to the quotation and ask for a negotiation, like, I want to buy these amounts, how much unit price will those be applicable? So in each and every product page, there's an option, there's a button called add to quote. Once you add the product to the quotations list, it will be available under my quotes of the front end. Now all the products are there. You just give the quantity, give a comment, and click on submit. So once the quotation is submitted by the end customer, it appears in the backend for approval. Not only approval, the unit price has to be given by the site, by the e-commerce owner, along with a comment, and then approve the quotation. So once the quotation is approved, the user will get two options: either to order with the said amount or quantity, or to delete the quotation and start fresh. If an user clicks on the order, the user will be automatically taken to the cart and he or she can make the purchase. Another feature we come is favorite list. So what is a favorite list? It's a simple like wish list, but it stays for lifetime. Favorite list is, for example, you always order these 5 items from the e-commerce store. You just add those items to the favorite list and it will stay in your favorite list forever, until, of course, until the stock lasts. And you can select the every time you can select the quantity and click on add to cart for quickly adding those products to the cart. And this also serves as a quick order system. We have been talking of different features of B2B Connect, or the B2B for WooCommerce. So all the features are of no use if we don't connect applications with each other. So there should be some feature to let people sync WooCommerce data with other applications like ERP or CRM, etc. So for that, there is API for all the features available. So generally, what an API means, it has 4 type of methods. The get method is used to get the data. The post method is used to create data. The put method is used to edit data, and delete is to delete the data. So we have all the 4 methods available for each and every feature, so that they can talk to the WooCommerce database. So this is an example of a get request. So this URL, if any get request is done to this URL, then we'll get all the price lists related to that customer. So this data is just for an example. You'll get all the methods available for all the features. That's it for my end regarding the features and regarding the different options available at present. So always enhancements are accepted, and we are working together for generating a proper channel so that everyone in the world can come to the B2B business. And so any questions, if you have any questions, there is an option in the chat panel. You can ask and I can reply. So I'll be sharing a feedback form. So not a long form, it's a short form of 2 questions. Just I need everyone to share the feedback of the session, like if you need any enhancement or if any features uh, is missing and you want that to be included in the WooCommerce, then it will be beneficial for us, that so that we can develop that in the future. So any questions? There's a technical questions coming up. The person is asking, if a product is created using API, what is the stock value for that product? So when a product is created, by default the stock value is 0, but the stock management feature is not enabled, so people can buy that. Unless you enable the stock management feature, or you define the stock management feature, capability will not be enabled in WooCommerce by default. So another question is, can we sync WooCommerce with SAP B1? Yes, of course. WooCommerce B2B and B2C both have endpoints to sync all the data with the SAP Business One or SAP ECC. So if few of the questions are coming up, and I would really find it very helpful if I can answer all those questions through email, and you will get all the answers for the questions. So thank you very much for attending the session, and I wish everyone's good health and happiness, and stay safe, stay at home. Thank you very much.